before we get started. Since the time we started the unleavened bread, how many have been with us? From the very beginning, not this week, I don't mean this week. Since the first time Pastor and Overseer announced that we were doing the unleavened bread. Okay. I recognize your hand. This is the unleavened bread. I tell you, it seems to me it's a very passionate thing with Pastor and Overseer. They really take this serious, and we should also. You know, they brought it to us because they are what I call studiers of the Bible, and they want to go by what God has commanded us to do. And I'm so grateful, first of all, for that, for Overseer and Pastor bringing that to us. And whatever else you can find to keep us on the straight and narrow way, I just want them to bring it forward to me because I can never get enough. My lessons come from 1 Corinthians 5, 6, and 7. You don't have to turn there to it because I'm briefly going to speak to you. My husband told me today I had some little thing to bring for. He said, well, you always got to dramatize something. But a lot of people see visual stuff. A lot of people see visual stuff better than they do hearing the word. So I was going to bring it for my niece's benefit so she can see what I was talking about.
You ain't bring it?
No, I didn't bring it. No, I decided not to. But anyway, what I wanted to bring, I mixed leavened bread and I did an unleavened bread. And when I did it, I put in things that we should take. Well, you know the story. I don't even want to go there because everybody's been talking about the story about how the children left Egypt in a hurry. They didn't have time to leaven their bread. They had just taken it as unleavened bread. So we've been speaking about this, for quite a while, so I didn't want to waste your time on that. But the things what it represents, unleavened bread is when you have, just bear with me just a minute, I'm not feeling too right today, but anyway, glory, hallelujah. No, I'm fine. Yes, ma'am. Just take me a minute. No, I'm fine. Just give me, because I'm not going to be long. Okay. Unleavened bread. Well, let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. But you remember the olden days when the old people say, I just need a pinch. I just need a pinch of salt. But when we're using unleavened bread, we can't use anything in it. Nothing. It's plain. You can't do. But when we're using leavened bread, that means you can put baking powder in it, salt, any other additives that you're going to get to make it rise. And that's just like sin. When we take in a whole lot of stuff, we begin to rise with sin. And then we are puffed up. And then it shows among the people, your sin shows. And that sin what you have in you a lot of times rub off on other people. You can say, for instance, if I give an example, say, I'm going to use Pastor if she don't mind. If I'm talking with somebody else, I'm talking to the other person about Pastor. That person don't know nothing about Pastor. But I can change her mind just like that about Pastor without knowing what type of person she is. That's what we do. We have advocates in our body, in our soul. We have to get that out. You know, we have malice, you know, and a lot of times we don't realize what we be doing when we're doing it, you know, and we, Lord, I tell you, I had a good message for y'all. I'm so sorry, but a lot of times we have to replace our pride with humbleness. Our greed, we have enough. In other words, we should have enough. You know, a lot of times we see a lot of people with stuff, I want that too, I'm going to get this, I got to go get this. And you already have enough. That's a sin too. Envy. I want what you got. You already got something nice. Be satisfied with what you got. That's a sin. These are the deadly sins here. Pride, greed, envy, anger. Replace anger with love. Love. I don't need to have that. It's not mine. I don't want it. I don't need to have that. It may not even be good for you anyway. Slow. I don't mind doing it. Slow is when you don't want to do nothing. But we should have the mind as Christians. We want to be able to do whatever we can, especially like in the house of the Lord. If you want to usher, you need to be an usher. Right. If you want to be on the praise team, you need to be on the praise team. What if you want to dance? You get up and dance. Whatever you can do for Christ to build His household up, we should be able to do it. And not let the rise in us keep us from doing stuff. Well, I don't want to work with this person. I don't want to do what this person say. I don't like her. Do you know we're standing? We're the level bred. You know, we can't be that way. We should each follow our own minds. You know, and then our own churches. And if we start studying in the Word, we can pull some of these things off. The ones who held up your hands, one of them we should have been pulled off by now. You know, we should have been pulled off, like overseer pastor stressed this. This is a commandment of God. And we should be able to be pull some of this stuff off. Every year we should be able to pull one of them off. You know, we should be able to do that. But if we keep it in us, keep whatever we're because we don't want to say to our friends, you know, I ain't with you, I can't do that. You don't know. You're holding yourself back from getting closer to God. That level bread is holding us back. The unleavened bread is putting us closer towards God. And that's what we need to do. We need to try to strive to get closer. We're not perfect, but we got to strive to try to get closer to God. Whatever we can pull off and not bring it back, that's what we need to be doing. You know, a lot of times I be talking to my grandson, and you know, grandmama, you know this right now. I say, son, I'm only trying to tell you how you can reach heaven without me. I can't get you there. I have to try to get my own stuff. I got to try to pull some of this stuff off of me to try to get there too. You know, and that's with each one of us. We need to examine ourselves. Take one step at a time, one thing at a time, and say, well, I'm going to pull this off. So that way I can get closer to God. And this is what we know. We know this is like, we're doing this every year. Right. Every year, and we're going to continue to do it. With the grace of God, we're going to continue to do it. And every year, we should see newness in the church. We see something different in the church. We should see these pews filled because the light in us ought to be able to shine to bring somebody else in the church with us. You know, if they don't see it in us, well, you know, you're not doing it, so, you know. You call yourself a Christian, and I don't see no change in you. You're doing the same thing that I'm doing out here. So, you know, if we start pulling off gradually and then studying, getting in the Word and studying our Word, we will be like that.